Welcome to Project Rewire, where I take you on a journey through living my life without any online entertainment. Today you're about to watch a day in the life, what my life looks like in September of 2025 without online entertainment. Good morning. I just woke up. It's time to eat some breakfast, get some protein in, stimulate some muscle protein synthesis. I have probably the most delicious breakfast that you can possibly make. The combination of nutrition and flavor is just off the charts. I'm pretty sure no one has combined these flavors together to produce a more delicious breakfast than this. Firstly, we have a can of sardines. I have some salt in this as well. Crazy flavor. Then we have fat-free Greek yogurt with an orange. Incredible flavor. And then we have a bowl of popcorn. No salt, no butter, no seasoning, no anything. Pretty ridiculously delicious if you ask me. This is what I'm gonna get down. This is what I do first thing in the morning most days. Get the nutrients in, get the protein in, get the fuel in, start the day right. So this is what I do basically as soon as I get out of bed. This is water, by the way. Pretty heroic for me to put it in a tequila bottle, not quite heroic enough to be smashing a bottle of tequila at 7:30 in the morning. One of the staples in the daily routine, the morning walk. It's kind of been here all year because it's just so good. It gets so much done. Walking is a really good thing to do after you eat, just to digest food properly. Actually a really, really good thing to do to digest food, not get brain fog. So that's pretty important for the breakfast. But while I'm on this walk, I'm also getting the sunlight in the eyes, good for setting the circadian rhythm. I'm doing a meditation while I'm walking to get the meditation out of the way. And we're also getting in some steps. So it's just banging out a whole lot of 80-20 things that I can do first thing in the morning. As well as the fact that it's just really nice. It's just nice to be outside, nice to get some sun, nice to get some fresh air. So this is very much a staple. I'm doing this every single day, have been for the past year, more than a year really. So yeah, this is here to stay, but this is what I do directly after breakfast. Next up, cold shower. Right, I try to get about 13 minutes of cold exposure every week. So if I do a cold shower, 2 minutes every day, I'm getting that in. You also feel really good after a cold shower. Very, very good way to start the day. It's kind of like a morning coffee. Really gets you going. So I'll stand here for a couple of minutes and then get out. If I have a hot shower, it ends up taking me all day. So the cold shower allows me to get a shower done, get it done really quickly and get my cold exposure in. Caffeine day today. We're going for matcha. This is my go-to caffeine source. A little bit less caffeine than coffee, but it is high in L-theanine, which pairs well with caffeine to give you a more long and stable burst of energy rather than a big spike and a big crash that you get from caffeine, the anxiety and the jitters. Not really there for matcha, which is why I like it. This is organic, ceremonial grade, high altitude, shade grown, hand picked, air dried, fine powder matcha powder. That's pretty fancy. It's a lot of words. Probably had to take out a second mortgage on the house for that one. However, I like it. It's good. I have matcha, or I have caffeine 3 days a week. So I'll do 3 days of caffeine, 3 days of nicotine through nicotine gum, just so I have zero or very low tolerance to caffeine. So when I do take it, I get a really good effect. And I also don't build up an addiction. There's lots of people that have to take coffee every day. Not me. I get a great effect from it, but I don't need it. I have very low tolerance. So today is a caffeine day. I'm cranking out a bit of matcha. Now that the fun is over, it is work time. We've got a 4-hour deep work block. So feeling really good. After you get that meditation walk done, get a cold shower in, about to smash some caffeine, you're ready. You're ready to go and have a good little work block. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Gonna use the majority of my mental energy for the day on this 4-hour work block. We're gonna smash this out and I'll see you afterwards for something probably pretty fun. All right, so we hit our deep work block. Currently doing a little workout just to split up my energy. I get a bit tired mentally after doing a deep work block, but physically I feel pretty good, so good time to jump in and do a workout. Question I get asked a lot actually is, do you listen to music? The answer is yes, I do listen to music. However, I listen to music very intentionally. I don't just listen to music all the time. I specifically utilize music to get more dopamine out of activities that I want to be doing more of. So, perfect example is in the gym. I want to work out more. I want to really enjoy my workouts. So, if I can listen to music when I'm in the gym, then I'm receiving more dopamine when I'm in the gym. So I'm reinforcing to my brain that this is an activity that I really like, that I really enjoy. So when my brain is thinking about what it wants to do, it's thinking, well, I know that I get a lot of dopamine out of the gym. I feel really good. I want to go to the gym. I want to do the gym more often. Same with running. I'll listen to music while I'm running. What I don't do is just listen to music all the time. I'm not listening to music when I'm in the car. I'm not listening to music when I'm commuting somewhere or just walking. I very specifically listen to music to receive more dopamine from activities that I want to be doing more consistently. So the gym is just a great example of that. I'm using the music intentionally when I'm in the gym to enjoy the gym more often. I'm also someone who, if I listen to music all the time, I don't really like it. Like, it gets old for me quite quickly. You feel really good when you listen to music, and then after a while it's just like background noise. It feels like nothing. You get used to it. When you listen to music infrequently and intentionally, I think you just enjoy music a little bit more as well. So that's how I'm using music intentionally, to actually enjoy things like the gym more. And other than that, if I'm not working out, if I'm not running, I'm not listening to music. I'm probably listening to Spanish because I need to put 4 hours in Spanish a day to become fluent by the time I want to become fluent. So I don't have a whole lot of time to listen to music. But yeah, that's how I listen to music. Workout done. Workout was good. Workout was really good. Liked the fact that it was sunny outside. I could get a bit of sun on the skin. That was nice. And it's a good workout. Got a post-workout meal. Got to fuel up, get the protein in. This is just beef and rice. Got an egg in here. Got a carrot, some broccoli, some beans. Knife and fork? No. Chopsticks and teaspoon. I kind of like this. The chopsticks slows me down, eating quite a lot. So does the teaspoon. I also kind of want to get better with the chopsticks. I'm a bit of a bot right now, so I want to get good at picking up food with the chopsticks, improve the chopstick dexterity. Teaspoon's also good for just slowing you down. And obviously, I'm eating rice. It's not the easiest with the chopsticks. But post-workout, I'm gonna get this meal down, and then I'll probably do a post-meal walk. I love the post-meal walk. Really good for just digesting the food, getting it down well. So we'll smash this down, and then I'll either see you for the walk or I'll see you for whatever's after the walk. Lunch finished, we went for a little walk, which was nice. I usually do a little meditation while I'm walking. I generally come up with some good ideas when I'm walking. It's like a good time for me to think after a meal. Also just a good way to digest food. So got that done, back to work, another deep work block. So I'll probably do about another 4 hours here of deep work, get this done, and then I'll see you after that. Deep work block complete. My brain's tired, I'm sore. You know what's not sore is my body though. I'm slightly recovered from that workout. So it's time to switch up the energy source. Let's start burning some physical energy. We're gonna go jump on the bike, get a bit of zone 2 cardio done. I'm trying to run a marathon every month. So one of the requirements for that is to get a bunch of volume in zone 2, improve my aerobic base. So I'm gonna jump on the bike, do some zone 2 cardio while I watch some comprehensible input Spanish videos to try and learn Spanish. You're currently watching Project Rewire, but I do have some other projects. So I have Project Monthly Marathon, hence why I'm cycling and trying to run a marathon a month. And I have the Fluency Project, where I'm trying to learn Spanish as quickly as possible. Hence why I'm going to be consuming and watching some Spanish comprehensible input videos while I'm on the bike, because just sitting on a bike and doing zone 2, kind of boring, not the best use of time. Sitting and watching Spanish videos, kind of boring, not the best use of time. Combine the two, actually a very effective use of your time. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I will see you on the bike. All right, on the bike, as you can see, watching the Spanish content, as you can see, watching a video about exploring Buenos Aires, definitely an area I'm interested in going and living for a few months. So just basically it. I just sit here for an hour, pedaling my legs while I consume some Spanish content. So I'm gonna go crank this out and I'll see you in an hour, probably to eat some food. Post-cycle and comprehensible input. Dinner time. Dinner is the exact same as lunch. I find it so much easier to just prepare all of my food at the same time. Just eat very similar things. It's very easy to track. It's very easy to know that I'm getting all my micronutrients and all that stuff. And I really like it anyway. Like if you enjoy your food, if it's perfectly nutritious, very good for you, if it fits your goals, I don't see why you would mix it up. Like I'm only gonna really change this if I find something that's better, or if I find something that is more convenient to make, slightly more optimal, or I'm just really not liking it. But right now, I'm liking it, so I'm just gonna keep eating it, probably until I don't like it. So this is meal number 3. It's like the same thing I ate last meal. I'm gonna eat this, and then I will see you probably for some more comprehensible input, because I think we need to get about another 2 hours or 3 hours in today. So it's gonna be a bit more Spanish content. All right, going for a little post-meal walk after dinner. Did this after lunch as well, just good for digesting the food. Just getting out and about, catching the end of the sunset, although I think it's pretty much done. But yeah, I'll just have a quick little walk, digest the food, and then we'll go and watch some more Spanish videos, try and get in the rest of our required hours of learning. Walk complete. It's time for me to wind down now. This is how I'll generally finish the day if I'm not having friends over, doing something social, is I'm just gonna watch Spanish content. It's about 7 now, so I'll probably have until about 10 p.m, so 3 hours where I'll just consume Spanish content to try and improve my Spanish level, get myself up there. This is what you guys see, but the reality is that's all for cameras. This is what it actually looks like when I'm watching the Spanish content. Looks a little bit more like this. Now, the reason I'm not showing it like this is because you can't see anything. So you might be asking yourself, what are these weird glasses and why does it look like you're in a lizard enclosure in Amsterdam? Good question. Well, the glasses are blue light blocking glasses. You can probably see from the light here that they're blocking the blue light, and the red light, red's on the other end of the light spectrum to blue, so you're not getting any blue light. I'm trying to reduce my blue light intake as much as physically possible. Blue light prevents the production of melatonin, which means it's going to be harder for you to fall asleep if you consume a lot of blue light. So I'm trying to block out as much blue light as possible before bed. If you think about when you go camping and it's really, really dark at night and there's no lights at all, you notice that you sleep like an absolute baby. And I reckon that's the lack of blue light. So I'm trying to emulate that environment in my bedroom. So what I'll do is just watch the Spanish content with the blue light blockers on, the red light in the background. It's also just less overall light intake, which I think really helps you fall asleep. I'm really big on trying to prioritize my sleep, make sure my sleep is really good. If I track my best days, it always comes after a really good quality sleep. So I make sure I can get as many of those good quality sleeps as possible. I think last night I got a 97 or a 98 sleep score. I'm always trying to hit something around there because it just makes your life so much better if you can get good quality sleep. So this is what I'll do. I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna watch some Spanish content and just know that I'm basically watching a shittier version of Netflix, but I'm learning Spanish. This is Project Rewired. This is the whole point. How many things can we replace that are really not moving us towards our goals? How can we tweak them slightly so that they're really helping us move towards our goals? Think about this. You could be watching Netflix right now, or you can watch this. This is not as fun as Netflix. This, you will learn Spanish. If you replace Netflix with this, you would be fluent in Spanish within a year. You think about my food. My food, does it taste as good as McDonald's or all this fancy fast food? No, it doesn't taste as good. It tastes maybe 80% as good, but it saves me a lot of time, it saves me a lot of money, and it gets me in great shape. With my workouts, just really enjoy them now. I use the music specifically to try and get all of the dopamine that I can possibly receive from the workout so that my brain is reinforcing that behavior so I want to do it more often. When I'm tired from some sort of mental work, like a deep work block, I'll switch to a physical activity. And then when I'm tired from the physical activity, I switch back to the mental activity. I can just go back and forth. And as you can see, I've effectively been productive all day. I don't feel drained and exhausted. I feel like I could do this tomorrow, especially with a good night's sleep. This is very easy to do a lot. Have a lot of consecutive days like this. If you can have 30 consecutive days like this, think about how different of a person you could be. Then think about if you could have a year of this, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You would be a very, very different person. So that's the point of Project Rewire. How can we remove the online entertainment, replace it with more meaningful activities and move us towards our goals? This is what it's all about. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you in another video.